Why, hello, everybody. Mark Madness has started. It's Thursday night, so closing in on midnight here on the 21st. A lot of the games have already completed for the day. I want to take the time to do this video to talk about the master bracket and how to browse through the standings in your master bracket. We have some entrants here in our master bracket. We're also going to talk about the AI entry bracket and how to adjust this bracket to optimize itself as the tournament has already begun and to use the results to our advantage to help change the variables around to make it more predictive as the tournament goes on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the master. I sent out an email late last night, probably a little bit too late, to everybody that purchased a copy of the master bracket. If you still need one and you want to score all of your entrants in your own office pool in an easy way, you can feed all of their entries into this master bracket and have it score everything for you. So I sent out an email asking everyone who's running a tournament to send me a copy of their file and give me all of your entrants. And I'm going to run a big, huge master tournament with hopefully thousands of people. I only received a response back from a few people because I sent this out very late, and I'm sure a lot of you are still adding your entrants into your files as well. Even though if you send them to me now, I know the games have already started. I was going to give away $250. I'm still probably going to do that, but I have to verify that you're not changing around entries if you're sending me to them late and you're picking off some upsets like Oakland over Kentucky, which happened today. So I don't know how I'm going to verify that, but send me your entries anyway if you'd like to be a part of this, because I will be doing videos throughout the tournament to talk about this and to go over the standing sheet. All right. So inside of the standing sheet in your file, once you refresh this, you're going to get a list of all of your entrants. And in this version right here, we have about, what is it, like 30 something? I think we've got, looks like 40 something. Boy, it's moving kind of slow. 40, 43 about. If you want to look at this in the easiest way possible, the first thing you can do is go over to the name slicer that's showing up here and press Control and get rid of all the blank entries. Then it will only show your entries that are active here. Poor Ken, somebody with my name down here, only has 5 points so far. He's doing terrible. But there are people that are not doing terrible. Now, what you're going to see is you're going to see a list of how many current points the entrant has, how many potential points remaining they have here, total possible points. This standing sheet is sorted by total possible points, but you can look at it by current points as well. Go to this arrow here under entry and go to more sort options, descending by current points. And you're going to get the people that have the most current points at the top. So far here, with still a few games to go here on Thursday night, there are 9 people that are tied with 11 points. You can see of those 9 people, the person who's in the best position right now is Travis, who has a potential of 135 points remaining. Now, one cool thing about the other pivot tables in this file is you get to see by team who has what in this pivot table over here. And so one thing that I would like to look at is you can just click this slicer for the teams here, okay? I'd like to know if anybody had Oakland over Kentucky. So we're going to look and see, does Oakland even exist on here? They don't. Team Oakland is not on here. That means nobody in any of the brackets had Oakland. Nope. Nobody had them. They don't list. So if they existed here, that would be great, but they didn't. Other upsets that have happened today looks like Duquesne over BYU. Did anybody have Duquesne? Yes. So let's click Duquesne and see what happens over here on the right. You can see that Will and Carrie both had Duquesne. Good for you guys. You guys got points that nobody else in this tournament got. So this is just a really cool way of looking at who has every team and how deep in the tournament they have every team. So you can see that, for example, Alabama, there's 3 people that have Alabama essentially going all the way. It's Mark, Roger, and John right here. Shows you what round they're going to. So it's just a cool way of looking at the teams remaining and who has a distribution of teams and who's in the lead. So standing sheet, really cool. You just refresh it and it's going to update everything for you and give you this great look of where everybody stands. So that's what's going on with this file. Please send me your brackets if you have them. I will add you to this, and I want to see really who has the best bracket out of all the people that have been using this year. That'd be great to find that out. Now, how about predictions? We're taking a look at the AI entry bracket right here. And I have some distributions of variables that are predicting these games. And it has not done very well today. This is the distribution of percentages. And it didn't do very well because there are a few games that finished that it missed. Of course, it missed this BYU Duquesne game. It had BYU as a much stronger team than Duquesne. There's really nothing you could do to the variables to favor Duquesne. I took a look at the comparison of the teams, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. There just wasn't a statistic where Duquesne was better than BYU. There was just no way to get there. I don't know if there were injuries on BYU or what happened, but the Mormons did not do it tonight. What about other games that it missed that it really shouldn't be missing? How about down here? We have Nevada and Dayton. So this is one where the percentages were very close. It had Dayton as about a 66% team and Nevada as a 67% team. Dayton barely won this game. This is one that we're going to look at and we're going to adjust. We'll show you how we do that. So within the U adjust power variable sheet, we're going to filter for a couple schools. We're going to look for Dayton. We're going to click Dayton and we're going to click Nevada. Oops, let's go up. Oh. Keep going. We're just going to click these two because it's going to help us compare these two teams and figure out which variables we should change. Here we go. Dayton and Nevada. Now what this does is it shows you the raw power percentage. And what we're trying to do is we're going to try to get Dayton's power percentage to be slightly more than Nevada's. How are we going to do that? We're going to do that by looking at variables where Dayton is better than Nevada, and we're going to weight those percentages more. So win percentage favored Nevada. Wins favored Nevada. Losses were exactly the same. Average points per game favored Nevada. Average opponents points per game. Here we have one that favors Dayton by about a point. So this is one we're going to weight more. Average opponents points per game was in favor of Dayton. Average margin of victory was in favor of Nevada. Strength of schedule was in favor of Dayton. That's another one we're going to work on. Field goal percentage was barely in favor of Dayton. 3-point percentage in favor of Dayton. SRS barely in favor of Dayton. Offensive rating in favor of Dayton. Defensive rating needs to be a lower number, so that was in favor of Nevada. And adjusted rating was in favor of Nevada. So offensive rating, SRS, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, strength of schedule, and average opponents points per game. Let's remember those and let's start making some adjustments. So we're going to open up everything and we're going to look at our variables over here. So opponents points per game being a negative number. We're going to leave that alone right now. Margin of victory. Strength of schedule. I'm going to make strength of schedule 15%. And I'm also going to reduce win percentage down to 20. Field goal percentage and we're going to up 3-point percentage to 5%. SRS rating, we're going to make 7%. And adjusted offensive rating will make that 13%. And we'll bring down average points per game all the way to about 18%. Now, what does that do? Does that favor Dayton yet? Let's take a look. Almost, but not quite. I'm tempted to put even more on strength of schedule. Let's make this 10% for SRS and up 3-point percentage to 10%. How about that? Does that do it? Take a look again. Man, look how close it is. 71.1 to 71.2. We're almost there. We could try to reduce. Just go with defensive. Let's reduce regular adjusted rating down to 5%. That does it. That brings Dayton above Nevada, barely. Okay. The other thing I want to look at is one of the other games that it had missed previously and see if that changed it, which was the Oregon, South Carolina game. And it does change that. Look at that. So under the previous ranking system, it had South Carolina beating Oregon, and it doesn't anymore. Now it has Oregon beating South Carolina, barely. See, so the changes we made affected 2 of these games. What else do we have? We still can't get Oakland to beat Kentucky. Don't know what happened there other than Oakland scoring a ton of points, and they occasionally can put up a ton of points. I believe that was their first tournament win ever, is what I heard. So yeah, so we just changed and we got this thing up from about 8 or 9 correct picks now to up to about 11. So that means this new variable distribution did better on both of those games. All right. So that's kind of how you can go through here and adjust this, because hopefully that will lead to better predictions through the rest of the tournament when you start changing this. That's the advantage of taking a look at this AI entry bracket and seeing how all of the teams' ratings are changing when you mess around with the variables. Still can't get Duquesne to beat BYU, can't get Oakland to beat Kentucky, but it seems like you're getting every other game in here. All right. So that's the update, the AI bracket and the standings. Send me your brackets if you want to be added to this tournament that I'm running. I'm supposedly giving away money, and I think I still will, but I would like to get a lot more entrants in here. I just need to verify that they're accurate and that you're not cheating. So hopefully we'll do that. All right. I hope you're enjoying your March Madness games. There are a lot of games tomorrow. I am, of course, rooting for my alma mater, Vermont, to pull an amazing upset over Duke. Crazier things have happened. I'll probably be watching that game with my son, who will be also rooting for UVM over Duke. I doubt it will happen. Where is that game? Right here. No, Drake, not Drake, Duke. Yep. 13 seed against the 4 seed. So we'll see what happens. All right. Enjoy your tournament. Purchase a copy of this bracket scoring file if you'd like to run your office pool with it and make things as easy as pressing refresh and just looking at the standings like this. And we'll see who ends up winning this bad boy. All right. Good luck. May all your picks be winning and all your upsets be winning as well.